Welcome back to Fuqua Sports. Today I'm reviewing my official win-loss predictions for every team from every conference. Starting with the American Athletic, I have Tulane winning the conference over Navy. Tulane did lose a ton from last year's team, but the Green Wave should remain contenders with a strong transfer portal class that ranks second in the conference. The talent is there for them to return to their fourth consecutive conference championship game, and I trust that experience alone is enough for them to walk into a bowl game as a conference champion. Last year, Navy beat Army in their annual rivalry matchup a week after Army won the conference championship, and then they followed that up with a win over Oklahoma in the Armed Forces Bowl. Navy retains all of their skill positional players, and that chemistry alone should prove invaluable. Their first 6 conference games are all against the only 6 teams who finished with losing conference records in 2024, and how far they go in 2025 will be determined in their last 4 games of the season. Memphis I have coming in the third, with a chance to challenge for their third consecutive double-digit win season in their bowl game. They return only 3 starters, but they bring in the conference's top recruiting class and the top transfer portal class. Memphis has a high ceiling, but also a low floor, but I am leaning on their experienced coaching record to keep them afloat. It will be difficult for Army to repeat as champions as they lose AAC Offensive Player of the Year Bryson Daly. Also, the conference slate for 2025 is harder than last year's, and all of those losses to the transfer portal and graduation places Army in a tough spot. But nonetheless, they have its solid coaching personnel and a disciplined attack, so expect a winning season for the Black Knights. Last year, South Florida had to play 2 power conference teams in the non-conference, and the out-of-conference slate is arguably harder, having to play both Florida and Miami on the road, and also having to play Boise State. So I'm predicting an 0-3 start, but Coach Alex Golesh got them out together the past couple years, and with the return of dynamic quarterback Byron Brown, I think the Bulls can really start to gain momentum towards the back half of the season. UTSA and East Carolina have productive quarterbacks who combined for 43 touchdowns a year ago, and both teams are coming off impressive wins in their respective bowl games. UTSA returns more starters than East Carolina does, but they return those starters on defense, which could be a problem. The defense needs time to gel, but that's going to be hard as they start on the road to Texas A&M and follow that up with a home game against Texas State, who beat them by 39 points in 2024. East Carolina must start on the road to NC State, a salty revenge-seeking crowd after a year ago. The Pirates also have to play BYU and 3 of the top 4 teams in the conference. So while these teams probably won't play for the conference championship, they will stack some wins because there's a clear talent gap between these teams and the rest of the conference. North Texas has not had a winning season since 2018, despite playing in the bowl game in 4 of the last 5 years. They also return 0 skill positional players, yet the Mean Green are still the conference's best bet for an extra bowl team. The problem for this conference as a whole is that every team besides Navy, Army, and South Florida, they all fail to return at least half of their starters from 2024.